It stinks to be a kid in Italy in 1970. Hey, I'm Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. We're going to be looking at vintage Lego sets. This is from 1970. It's set 4 from the Minitalia sub-theme. It is a Lego official Lego product. There are no Lego logos on any of the bricks and pieces. All these were directly manufactured in Italy. So they got a different style to them. They got X's on the bottom. There were a couple of different variations, and it is also possible you could have bought Minitalia sets that did have Lego. That was probably later in the mid 70s, towards the end of the Minitalia run. But it had also some unique elements for Minitalia. There's arches, the green fences, and the green roof in particular, and the windows and doors, all pretty much exclusive, I think, and the shutters too. Although, yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the shutters, but a lot of exclusive parts that make these hard to put together. I bought this on eBay, and who says that Lego hasn't made $1,000 sets? It says right here, 1,000 euro. Well, actually, the euro didn't exist. And what is that? Is it lira? What's the currency? But it says 1,000. It says scatting 2.1,000. I thought it was a pound sign, like for Great British pounds, but yeah, the $1,000 Lego set. So I only got the top of the box, and but anyway, went through, did the inventory. So we're going to show you this set in great detail. 3 colors, exciting. Oh, and I'm wearing my Keanu Reeves. He looks Italian. This was a gift from a viewer, but it's got Keanu and some of his classic movie things. My favorite is Bill and Ted. It's my favorite. It's not my favorite Keanu Reeves movie. It's my favorite movie. So what can I tell you about this set? It's white, red, and green. That's your 3 colors if you live in Italy in 1970. So I had a lot of struggles building this, shockingly, for a 54-year-old set. The main thing was the quantity of the bricks. So I used Bricklink to come up with the inventory. So I bought this from eBay, and then I went and compared Bricklink, and it was missing some pieces. One of the pieces it lists on Bricklink that you end up not using on this main build were the roof elements. So I went ahead and bought them. I think when I did the haul video of this, I noticed that it didn't have the roof cardboard on there. So, and I don't see anywhere on the box. Of course, I don't have the entire box. I only got the top of the box. So anyway, so the inventory based on Bricklink and the instructions is incorrect. So the thing about the instructions, they're monochromatic, so they're green. It has a green background, and then you just have the black lines for the bricks. And I had to take a picture with my phone and zoom in so I could see the lines. And I've built enough vintage Lego sets over the years. I know that sometimes these even have mistakes in them, or those optical illusions that can exist. This one, it seemed to be pretty good, and I went by the lines, but when I did, I needed extra 2x8 bricks, and I could have used 2x4 bricks, but it made more sense actually to have the 2x8 that it showed on the instruction manual, which meant the inventory on Bricklink was wrong. I didn't have enough of the white 2x4 bricks, and so there's only 16 steps, 8 on each side of the box. That's it. And the inventory, one thing, it didn't show enough of the white 2x4 bricks because there's these steps, and I think they were assuming that the steps were red, but you can't tell looking at the instructions. I looked at the box, and I can see the steps are white, and it made sense. I had a white 2x8. That's what this one white piece. That's the only thing that bugs me about this. I got this one little white piece right there. I wish it was red. But it works for stability, for it to be that white 2x8 brick. So that was, yeah, it was a challenge building it, having to magnify everything. And I had to, fortunately, for me, I have extra Minitalia pieces. I went ahead and placed the order on eBay to get the cardboard, and I also bought the additional bricks. And I do have a few additional bricks from other Minitalia sets I've built and extra pieces I've had, and I needed to finish this based on the inventory. So that was a little disappointing. So I'm not going to try to even begin to update it because I really don't know. The only way you'd know for sure is you open a sealed one of these. But it's a nice little Italian style house. I like the little breezeway that goes under it. You have the shuttered windows. So it shows in the inventory that you have 6 shutters, which works because the instructions you end up with only 4 shutters on the front, that's typical style. I know that's the way it is here in the U.S. in modern times, but I don't know about Italy in 1970. But usually you only put the shutters on the front windows. I know when I was first buying my first house, and then each additional house, I'm like, why don't we put shutters on every window? Of course, all the shutters up here are fake. These are actually working shutters, and I think that's the way shutters began. So you could close the window during a storm or during the winter or something. I don't know. But it shows 6 in the inventory, which works out because on this box, this kid is attempting to put one on the side. In fact, when I built this, I put them on the side, and I was like, I really need more because you got the lower and you got this side, but this kid is just breaking the mold here. He was doing his own thing. Yeah, he was that 4th kid in the box doing his own thing, not like the others. But it's pretty sturdy once you build it. Oh, and this is another thing with vintage sets. So on the roof, there are no supports for this second row. So when you go to push down these pieces, they want to fall in. So I had to leave one open and put my finger under there to kind of hold it while I put the chimneys on, and then this last piece. So it's still not perfect, and my hand was too fat to squeeze through. I probably could have taken a screwdriver or some sturdy object through there and to hold it while I pushed down on this part. And that's the way it was with a lot of the sets that I built as a kid. Not Minitalia sets, but just regular Lego land sets that had the roof. They just, some reason, didn't put supports under the roof. But that is the villa, or whatever this is called. This is Minitalia Set 4. Came out in 1970. I know that kid, he apparently liked it. And my box is a little different than one of the boxes I saw on Bricklink. But it's got the logo here. The other one had something different here. Or maybe they took the picture from a catalog. I don't know. But I don't know what any of that says. Although I'm probably like 30% Italian. I don't know any Italian. But, there's an unrelated story to this set is that my wife thought I looked Italian. I said, I'm not Italian. I'm Swedish and Indian. It turns out I don't really have any Indian in me, or Swedish. I'm Greek and Italian, and then there's a little other European things in there. But it's like, my whole life, yeah, we thought because most of my sisters were dark skinned, and it's like I was always really dark in the summertime, and I thought I was Indian. I thought not East Indian or Native American. So I think that's what they call it now. But apparently I'm not. We know that there's some in my family, like on my mom's side, they were Crows, which Crow was an Indian thing, and I think there might be just my sisters really want me to get my DNA tested. All that just to say, I don't speak Italian, even though it's the second largest part of my DNA is Italian. So that's set 4 from 1970. It stinks to live in Italy in 1970 as a kid. They had to get these weird bricks and all, but you just get the weird BrickTsar. And I'll be back tomorrow in a different shirt.